Hi. Welcome back. We are in Lesson 7. You know that in Module 1, Introduction to Python Programming course given by Subburaj Academy. Before we proceed, make sure that you have carried out programming as I did in the previous lessons. If not, stop, go back to the previous lessons. You must complete assignment 1.2 before we proceed. In Python, strings are arrays of bytes representing Unicode characters enclosed within single or double quotes. Python string consists of not only English characters, but characters from any natural language supported by Unicode. The number of characters in a string may vary from 0 to any number. Yes, there is an empty string with no character in it. All strings we create are objects of built-in class str. In the previous lessons we passed strings to print functions. We also printed strings in a few natural languages. Invoke the interpreter either in Python shell or idle shell. A string constant is enclosed in single or double quotes. The strings are immutable. You cannot modify them. In the first line we assign love to string 1. In the second line we print the string. It faithfully prints. We repeat the same with string 2. The result of execution are given in white color. Note that a string constant cannot be altered. So strings are immutable in Python. In Python, the plus operator is overloaded to add to strings. We use plus to add two numbers. Similarly, we can use the overloaded plus operator to add or concatenate two strings as shown. These interactions takes place in continuation of what we did in the previous slide, in the interpreter. We have declared string 3 and assigned to it the sum of string 1 and string 2. We have not even declared any of the string variables. It works well in Python. Try it yourself. In Python, white spaces and tabs matter. We got the output correctly because I had given one space before the character e when I declared string 2. Look carefully in the previous slide. You know now what a variable is. You also know different types of variables such as int, float, bool and string. If you wish to find out the type of variable or constant, you can do that. You pass the name of the variable to the type function. It will reveal the type. For instance, we assigned a complex number 5 plus 7j to variable a. Then when we find type, a prompt comes the output, less than class, complex, greater than. Similarly, you can find out the type of any variable or constant. Thus, type is a useful function. Here we are finding type of int, float and bool variables. For instance, we assign d equals true and find type d. You get the result less than class, bool, greater than. Thus, there are a number of classes in Python library. So Python is an object-oriented language. Less than class, bool, greater than. There is a function in str class. It can be used to convert numbers into strings. Note that 100 is a number. When it is enclosed in quotes, it is a string. We can add numbers including complex numbers as given in the first line. When we pass it to the str function, we get their total enclosed within quote. Look at the last but one statement. We concatenate two strings a and b and pass it to str function. We get ab enclosed in quotes as a string. Sometimes the length of the string may exceed one line. Such multi-line strings can be assigned in three different ways. By using triple quotes. By enclosing the string within parentheses. Using an escape character. Here we have type a 4-line string and assigned to str1. When we print str1, the 4-line string is printed. Method 2. We can create a multi-line string variable by enclosing it within parentheses. Greater than str2 equals. This is the second method of creating a multi-line string. The entire string is within quote. When we print str2, we get the following. When the Enter key is pressed, we get the following output. This is the second method of creating a multi-line string. The whole text will be enclosed within quotes. We can use to indicate continuing line. In the third method, we add the escape character at the end of every line except the last line. You get the result correctly when printed. Sometimes, a string may have a single quote or double quote within a string. It may be misleading to the interpreter and it will treat it as the end of the string. To avoid misunderstanding and retaining single or double quotes, there are two ways as given below. Using escape character. Treating the string as a raw string by prefixing R before the string. The str2 uses escape character. The str3 is treated as a raw string by adding character R before it. Both methods work fine. The character escape sequences and their purpose are given in the slide. We will use them in print functions. We already used N, the newline character, and T, the tab character. A string is an array of characters. The index of a string starts at 0, and if the width of a string is n characters, the index of the last character in the string is n1. The elements of a string can be accessed by the index value. The index of C in Cinderella is 0. We get the second character Y by accessing str1, 1. Similarly, we can find the characters with index 4, 7 and 8. Note that there is no built-in type as character in Python. Even if the number of characters is 1, it is a string when enclosed within single or double quotes. Python has another interesting feature. We can also use the negative index to traverse from the end of the string as the listing in the slide shows. We use the same string, Cinderella. Here the index of character A is -1 and C is -9 as well as 0. Two indices -9 and -0 for the first character. Try it in idle shell. Hope you have carried out assignment 1.2. If not, do it now. Thank you for watching. That's all for now. Until we meet again, bye-bye.